Before the world sees your wins, your soul has to feel your work. It's the reps nobody applauds that produce the wins that do, all through a shifting of your identity into a dominator. This is all done in the dark every single day. So let me be your guide as I welcome you to this episode of the Dark Work Daily.
I might hit you between the eyes today a little bit. That's the nature of these whole things, all right, to get you to actually think and feel something. I want you to go back to the 16-year-old version of you. The one who, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, had big aspirations of what's possible, who was told what could happen in life, who was being shown the possibilities of what could be done when you pursue something with passion and heart and tenacity and determination, and you show up with discipline and consistency, and all these things are real for your life. You know, you see people making money, you go, I'm gonna be a millionaire one day. You know, see people traveling around, I'm gonna travel one day. People building things, I'm gonna do that one day. Like all these big ideas to do these things. And what I've come to find is, man, I don't think a lot of people now would have that version be happy. Like, think about this. Would the version of you be proud of who you become today? Now you'd say you're proud of yourself. I get that. You could be proud all you want. I'm proud of myself too. But I always actually think deeper and go, that version of me, he had big aspirations and goals and dreams, but did I meet those? Did I match those? Did I surpass those? I think I have, but I don't think I'm the norm. And I don't say that in a way to go, look how great I am. That's not the case. I've earned my success. I've earned this. Blood, sweat, tears, time, risk, energy, lost people, gained people, like hard. It's been a very hard fought battle to get to the life I'm living right now. And I would change nothing of the process or what I've experienced. But it's not the same for everybody. And I really say this in a way of wishing people could understand what's required to make this real. Because we don't all have these perfect worlds we live in. We all have things that happen that throw us off track, myself included. But the process, the path, all these different things, they're not death sentences. They're moments in time we can choose if it's going to be a reason to do well or a reason to do poorly. You get to determine who you're going to be based off of the situations that arise and how you respond to them. But see, that's going to happen for everybody in their own different ways. No one is devoid of hardships, difficulty, and craziness in life. Nobody. I don't care who you are, silver spoon or not, life ain't going to be easy for you. Just different kinds of different ways of being hard. But you always had this dream. Can you honestly say the dream that you started with, the dream that was in your head, the promise you made to yourself, can you honestly say that you've reached that and then some? Can you honestly say that you actually pursued and appreciated the life you had and you made something great happen? I don't think everybody can. And I think you have the chance to change that, the ability to make adjustments, to adapt, to have something new come forth. But I don't think it's a guarantee or a given. And I really hope that people can live these lives and show up differently, because I want you to start thinking at some point in time about when you get to the end of your life, the backside, the full edge, will you be happy? Because I can say that now, yes. Always, no. So I remember back when I was going through the situation of my divorce and all the crazy of that separation, there was moments in time when I was not a good father. I would miss my kids' games and be training other people's kids. I'd spend more time with others' kids than my own kids. I wouldn't be, a person that I would say of caliber to be giving advice on relationships. I wasn't in good shape. I wasn't a good business owner. I wasn't a good leader. I wasn't a good example of a good man, to be honest. But the thing is at that moment in time, if 16-year-old me was looking, he'd have been disgusted with me. I was disgusted with me in that moment, period. I was just not a good person that I would want to be around as this man now, if that makes sense. And so what I've come to find in life is you have waves where, yes, your 16-year-old self will look at you and go like, what are you doing, you filthy person, you slob, right? But then also they'd say, well done. They'd say, I'm proud of you. You actually did more than I thought possible. Man, what way to show me that there was something out there to go do. And that's a gift you get to give to yourself. Every opportunity you can choose to muster up and do something. Because I do know that there was a window when I was like, nah, I got to change this. And I went to work and I changed a lot. That change, though, didn't happen accidentally. It was all through effort. It was me doing things that presented a different outcome for my life, that gave me a different sense of what was possible and what I could do and who I was, to be quite honest. It was more of building a better me through the journey of the hardships of apologies and working towards things and mending relationships and doing these things differently, all these little nuanced pieces. But the more I did, the better I was able to show up for myself. and be more proud of myself in the moments, like the actual adult grown Anthony was proud of who he had become. And I think that now, having gone through that, I can also say that 16-year-old Anthony would be proud of me. That guy would look at me and go, hey, you're someone to look up to, someone to aspire to. Even more so because of the valleys you went down and climbed out of. Not everybody does that. And while I'm talking about me, I want you to really be reflecting upon yourself. How do you show up? What are you doing? How do you have the ability to stop and go, my 16-year-old self would love who I am, or they wouldn't. And if they would love who you are, great, keep pushing. Amaze that version of you. Accomplish things that both you now and that version of you would never have thought possible. But if you aren't on track, if you aren't being that person, make a change. Choose different people, different habits, different patterns, different things. Choose, like actual choice. And then from the choice, put it into action. Make different commitments, then different actions, different habits, and create different outcomes. And you become a different person. You become that individual who feels proud of who you've become in time and also doesn't carry any weight or shame from who you used to be, because you know that you paid your dues and you've earned your way out of that place. But the thing is I can't do this for you. Your mom and dad can't do this for you. Your wife or husband cannot do this for you. You can do this for you. You not only can, must. Because there's going to be nothing like the moment you get to the back end of your life and realize that everything you could have been, you never became. So, when it turns down to it, ask yourself, what would the younger version think of you now?
If this episode stirred something in you, good. That means there's work to be done. Don't ignore it, because listening is just the beginning. Because real change happens when you engage and you commit. So I invite you to join the Dark Work community inside the Dark Work app, which is where you communicate with amazing people on the same journey as you. You can find it on the App Store and the Google Play Store right now. Step into the conversations that sharpen your habits, strengthen your identity, and keep you locked in to the Dark Work.